Hello and welcome
Are we
to...
going?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hello and welcome to the Chat Shit Get Fit podcast with me, Matt, and...
Hadley.
Who's half dead.
I am fucked.
So, first
I'm
thing...
even filming shit. Come on, carry on.
You fucking...
Carry on, go.
There's a very, very, very important poll we need you to take part on.
Oh, on my story?
No.
Alright.
Which is better, the US office or the UK office?
The UK office.
The US office.
It's the UK office.
The US office.
Is a wannabe Yank and thinks that the Americans are funny.
There's a reason that one went for 9 series and one went for 2. Also, it is a lot better.
It's not a lot better. We compared this,
It's
right?
a lot. It's a lot.
Compared this. We'll go shot for shot. Friends, wank. Catherine Takes None, better than that.
Mrs. Brown's Boys,
A lot better than the US office.
Big Bang Theory.
Better than Friends.
Better than that.
No, don't
Yeah.
like it.
Yes,
No,
and
because
yes.
it's all the same shit.
It's still better.
Admit it, it wouldn't be funny if they took out the laughing track.
American sitcoms.
If they took out
American
the laughing track,
sitcoms.
if they took out the laughing track, would it be funny?
Yes.
Bollocks. Absolute bollocks.
American sitcoms are better than UK sitcoms, bar the in-betweeners. Yes.
No, mate. The Americans aren't funny. The Americans aren't funny. They're not funny. They can't hack our banter. They come over here, we give them banter and they cry. They can't hack it. They can't hack it.
It's produced better though.
You call a fat American a fat Yankee, they cry. You call some guy down the pub a fat cunt and he laughs and goes, "Go on, mate, gives a pint."
Yeah, fair enough.
Thank you very much. Anyway.
Okay, so on today's episode, we're going to be talking about sort of what we call it, sort of
No, mate, you
fitness
accessories.
accessories. So
Apps.
like Whoop, Fitbit, Apple, you name it. We'll just see what the crack is with them and which one we kind of think is better.
And are they worth it?
And are they worth it?
So, you're us now. Is that what it is?
I'm going to start off with Whoop because guess what? I actually have a Whoop. So, the downsides are...
You got to start with that, mate. Trying to sell it.
Yeah, but I'm going to go with the negatives first because you have to pay to use it. Now, the insight that you get on it is very, very, very good. So, you get tracking on your sleep. You can get so much sort of data.
Can I actually say bye?
Can say bye.
Bye.
Come say hello.
Yeah, but I didn't know if you was...
Come say
Bye.
hello.
I can't
She
say.
can't, she's got shoes on.
I have. Are you in focus?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I'm going to...
I don't know, because last time it was like a fucking cataract, wasn't it? Mike got blended into that audio.
For fuck's sake.
You feeling alright?
Fuck.
Do you want to call a doctor? Call a doctor. What's happening now?
Get fucked.
No, keep it in. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Let's crack on.
See you in a minute.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
You too. See you in a minute.
Bye.
So, in terms of Whoop,
What's your girlfriend's name?
Amma.
Who?
Amma.
Emma. I didn't even know that.
So, in terms of Whoop, the insight that you get is incredible. You can get you get a daily check-in where you can set the parameters for, so for example, whether or not you're ill, whether or not you've taken sort of creatine. For women, if you're on your menstrual cycles, and it loads up all this data and basically shows you what's helping you and what's hindering you. So, for example, speaking about the other week where Hadley was on about how bad alcohol is for helping you sleep, when you have a Whoop, you will see the recovery, and if you say yes, I had alcohol, you see your recovery come right down, whereas if you get 10 hours sleep, your recovery is going to be 100%. You're going to be able to properly push yourself. So essentially what you're doing is relying on the science to help bolster your sort of arsenal in terms of going into the gym and being able to actually execute a session properly. Downside is you start to rely on the numbers. So you have to put in sort of, you have to think, am I fatigued? Am I carrying DOMs? Have I just had a stressful day at work? Because it doesn't necessarily take all of that into context. So there are goods, there are bads. you are with a. You're on Fitbit, aren't you?
No. I used to be on
You
Fitbit.
have been.
Years
You
ago.
have been on Fitbit though.
Yeah.
So. Go on.
I'm going in raw now though. Nothing.
Which
Nothing.
again, at least
I've got my crystals, and that's it. Mum's a witch. Anyway, carry on.
No, he didn't just say.
Mum's not a bitch, she's a witch.
Yeah.
Work.
Just to clarify. So.
So Fitbit, right, from my experience, it was a good step counter.
Yeah,
it told you how good you slept.
Yeah, which again, it's.
But it's a one-time payment, really.
I mean, it's what, 30 quid as well. You can get them dead cheap. You can get them
Yeah.
fairly simple. Which again, you don't have to go because this is what, £27 a month, something fucking ridiculous.
Something,
like
the
that.
subscription's just bollocks. Like, I don't like it.
I
don't like the
agree.
idea of it.
I agree, but I think for me, in terms of, I like to track my stuff, so I like to know where I am. Is it necessary? Probably not. It's one of those things where you kind of get a bit of a trade-off. So
What do you find the most useful?
definitely the recovery side of sort of sleep and because I can. Last Friday when I was ill,
Yeah.
I could see, right, I need X amount of sleep.
Yeah.
I went and did that. Woke up Saturday feeling okay.
Right.
Sunday didn't sleep as well,
Right.
and I could see like, yeah, basically hold off, don't go to the gym, and just give a little bit of time for rest. Whereas
Right.
if I didn't have that, then I'd still try and push through the session and probably have a really shit session.
But all that stuff that it's telling you to do, like, oh, give it a rest, blah blah blah,
I know.
is based off what you put in it. Granted, you can track your sleep already, but you have to put in whether you're ill, whether you've had a bit of alcohol, whether you have had
Yes,
creatine. So realistically, don't you know that anyway?
realistically, yes, I do. But more than anything, it's there to sort of help, or almost keep you accountable, almost like a coach. It's to help
Yeah.
you basically stay on top of it, and it'll say, and it'll show you what is having a positive effect on you being better in the gym. So it will pick up how much stress you're putting in the gym, so you can have a leg session, and
Yeah.
it'll go, right, you've maxed out how much stress you've had today, right, go and rest. Whereas some people will basically send it and it'll take them 3 days to recover.
I find that.
Exactly. So it kind of keeps it in balance. So it's okay. It does what it needs to do.
Is that £20 a month like just recurring, or is that for a year, or is that?
No, that's £20 a month, reoccurring for a year's contract, I think it is. Again, you can get it down, you can pay a yearly subscription, which it's a one-off payment, and overall it's cheaper, but again, it just makes it simple.
So you're not going to cancel it at any point.
No, because the one thing they have is they lock you in for a year.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ooh, don't like that.
That's the only negative.
Don't like that. But, should you say I should get something? Because I'm empty-wristed, mate.
If you're if you're having to track steps, if you're having to sort of maybe go for a run and stuff like that, it will help you to track your steps, make sure, sort of look at your heart rate. So the one thing that Whoop does is it shows you what heart rate zone you're in. So if I want to train sort of high intensity, it's going to show you, right, you spent X amount of time in zone 5, so 90% of your total heart rate. That is, it's going to help athletes to be able to sort of do that. Where you can get a heart rate monitor for that, which you can sort out. So there are ways around it. It's one of those things. Or overall, find a benefit, but it's not a necessity. It's more of a luxury.
It is a luxury. I don't think it is a necessity. Because realistically, the reason I don't have it, one, the subscription thing I don't like, the fact they lock you in for a month.
You get a month
Yeah.
free as well.
Oh, fucking hell.
You get a month free to find out how if you enjoy it, and then if you don't enjoy it, you can send it back.
Well, so you can't keep the
No.
little bracelet?
No.
Right, so there's that.
Yeah.
And also, I'm quite stubborn.
Yeah.
So you know, if I feel like shit, like today, did a bit of a pull session yesterday, quite heavy RDLs.
Yeah.
130 is, I mean, there's some meathead out there that can probably do 200, but quite heavy for me, 130 for 2 sets.
Yeah.
I feel like shit, and I probably shouldn't have gone to the gym today. My whoop, if I had a whoop, would be telling me, sit on your arse, mate, get some magnesium in you.
But then, it would be telling you, right, go to bed at 9 o'clock. Here's how you're gonna because it shows you your optimal sleep.
You know what I say to that? Mind your fucking business, man.
To be honest, again, not everything. You have lives. You might be watching TV or
It's
something.
what I'm saying. You might have plans. You might have this. You might have that. But either way,
You also might not sleep very well.
might not sleep very well. But also, as I say, it would have told me not to go to the gym today. I went anyways because I felt like. Granted, the session when
It wouldn't tell you not to go to the gym. It'd
Right.
say, right, maybe not push yourself as much as what you would.
okay, fair enough.
So you could.
Fair enough.
It doesn't say like there's no thing that goes, yeah, don't bother training today. It will say, right, your recovery's low. You're not going to be able to put as much effort into your session as you would like. So
What is it? Who's the target audience though for it? Because I've never seen like Cuba or
I think it's more.
Seaborn wearing a fucking.
I think it's more athletes rather than.
like
not the-
your sprinters and your javelin
Yeah,
throwers and
you're
whatnot.
more sort of heart rate.
Proper sport.
Yeah,
not fucking caffeine lifting.
yeah,
motherfuckers.
essentially.
No.
But again, aspects of it does help bodybuilding.
That is more you though, isn't it? That is more you.
Like the reason I have it is tomorrow I'll be playing football. I'll know if
Do you
I'm,
wear it while you play football?
Yeah.
Okay.
so I will know whether or not I'm how much I've sort of worked over the match, say, and I'll know, right, I need to do this to recover.
Yeah.
Come Monday, if I'm feeling a little bit shit, I can go, right, what does my score say? Because sometimes you can get into a stage of, right, I don't really feel great, I'm just going to take a day off. Whereas if you say, right, your recovery's there, you get into the gym and you find out you're out, how many times you've been to it, you think, oh, I don't really want to go to the gym. You get in, have your session of your life because everything's just clicked.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
That's kind of an indicator for it. So it's very much personal preference. You don't need it. It's a luxury, but it's also something that's going to help you to increase your sort of output and gauge where you are in terms of your recovery more than anything. That's the biggest factor for me.
To be fair, the website is quite useful. I went on it to have a nosy, but they post articles and stuff.
Yeah,
don't
they do.
With like science behind of why they're doing what
And
they're doing.
this is the thing, the app has a lot of that. So the
Yeah.
app, so if you've got questions, there is an AI sort of generated thing
Yeah.
that you can go on in the app,
Okay.
and it will say, right, have you got questions? Right, go and have a look at this, and it will give you sort of little tidbits
That's
of
alright.
help,
I
which
don't mind that.
which is good, and
I'd have it just for that.
it does
You're
help.
not sponsored, by the way. Like,
It's literally from personal preference, and I enjoy it. I think it helps to be able to sort of keep me accountable and know, right, if I've gone to bed at, say, a certain time, I've had a really shit night's sleep, because there'll be times where I'll wake up knackered and it'll say, actually, you've hit REM sleep more than what you did last night or whatever. So
what is REM sleep?
REM sleep is basically your recovery sleep. It is deep sleep where you essentially recover.
There we go. We'll get away with that. We'll get away with that.
Yeah. We
I wish
fumbled
I
over
knew.
it.
Look at the state on me. I look for.
I had, 9 hours sleep last night?
What did I have? Half 9. I had 10 hours sleep. Look, it's daytime. I didn't get up twice though for a piss.
See, I now don't drink. I leave it an hour before I go to bed. Otherwise, I'm up in the middle of the night having a pee. I hate
But
it.
I guarantee that Whoop would say that I've got a lot of sleep there because of my shifts and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
So
well,
I think them 10 hours will just catch up.
yeah, so it will say, right, you've not slept. You've only had 6 hours sleep, you
Yeah.
needed 8 hours. Right, there's an extra 2 hours sleep that you... It also takes into account naps. So,
Okay.
so if you, for instance, have an hour nap,
Yeah.
it will knock it off your sleep debt, which is a good thing.
That's alright.
So it is helpful with that. It kind of does what it needs to do. Technical difficulties.
Technical
Huh.
difficulties.
So Handy, we're going to talk about
What I'm talking about now.
our favourite thing in the world, caffeine.
Ah, fuck look at states on
The only thing that gets us through the day.
Listen, if it wasn't for this motherfucker, this is number one, by the way, in my opinion. Luckily, it's empty. That's
It's not. So again, controversial take. I like the original black and green Monster, 0 sugar. I don't care.
Listen, we can argue about flavours all day, which we'll talk about. We're going to talk about what energy drinks there are out there, and why we recommend whatever we recommend. Pre-workout,
Just caffeine essentially.
stim pre-workouts, non-stim pre-workouts, so no caffeine at all, and what's in them,
And why you'd take them.
and when you take them, etc.
Yeah.
So, what's your favourite? We'll go favourite energy drink, shittest for energy drink, favourite pre-workout, shittest pre-workout.
So,
Go.
favourite energy drink.
Breakfast!
Favourite energy drink, Monster, hands down.
Yeah, but which one?
It's got to be, again,
No, okay.
so it goes top 3. The original Monster, just 0 sugar. The white Monster, and then the Rosa.
You got that fucking wrong, mate.
I have
So you like the black and green 0 sugar?
Yeah.
Number one.
Number 1.
Tastes like absolute cat piss.
Number 2, the white one. And number 3, the Rosa.
The white one's good. But
It's just the OG.
it's the OG, it's been around. Old reliable.
Exactly. You know what you're getting.
You know what you're getting, it's the old reliable. Because realistically, if I seen that and the pineapple one, the golden one, I'm picking the white one.
I agree.
But my top 3 energy drinks, right? We have number 1, Ultra Rosa. Number 2, Raspberry Rain. Number 3, nah. It's either the Green Monster Ultra,
The sour apple one.
yeah, but what's it called? What the fuck's it called? Oh!
Sour apple.
No, it's not. It's fucking not, Matt.
It's called apple.
Matt, what's it called?
It's apple.
It's not called apple. They've all got names, haven't they? Like Ultra Rose. It's not Ultra Pink, is it? And you got Ultra.
It's sour apple.
It's not sour. That's the flavour, yeah. It tastes like appetizer, but what is the actual term? Either that or the white one, I think. Bear with me.
It is called Monster Ultra Paradise.
Paradise. That's the one. Paradise. Yeah, they're my top 3.
Which I rate it.
Bottom 3. Anything with a C4 label.
I'll vouch.
Fuck off. You drink that shit like.
I've tried it once.
No, I've seen it on your story multiple times. I'll say multiple, maybe 3.
No, you've seen it on my story once because I've tried it once.
Fuck this shit. Absolutely. Anything with a C4
I agree.
label.
It's not great.
Just because the ingredients and the flavour.
See, I'm gonna chuck one in there. I'm gonna throw it.
Is this the worst ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Prime, because it's not really doing anything for you.
That's not an energy. Oh, the energy. The
Yeah.
energy ones. Yeah, we can talk about Prime. I think it's important to talk about Prime. Especially how popular it is at the minute. Hashtag Prime.
Don't ever do that again.
Hashtag Prime.
Don't ever do that again.
Remember Spencer Owen back in the day used to play FIFA? So don't forget to hashtag it. Now look at fucking, what's his name on Love Island now? Ugly fucker. No, you a football guy, never used to watch FIFA. FIFA YouTubers. Spencer Owen, Spencer FC, FIFA player.
Mate, I'm 26 years old. Do you know how
Mate,
long
you're
ago it
literally
was?
3 years older than me. What's up with you?
I've not watched YouTube in God knows how many years.
We're talking like 10 years ago.
Exactly. Mate, I can't remember what I had for my dinner yesterday.
Yeah, you're shit, you are.
It was pizza.
What was I on about? Prime, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Prime. And then I'd say Red Bull.
See, I'm not having that because Red Bull is actually.
All it is caffeine in the bottle. There's actually no benefits. Caffeine and sugar. I didn't give a fuck if you had 0 sugar. It's caffeine. That's all it is.
Which is that's exactly why I had it first thing this morning.
I don't want it first thing in the morning.
I got up, rolled out of bed and trained. So I did.
Anyway, what's your bottom 3?
Pretty much that.
Alright, so that's it then.
Other than Red Bull's actually decent. I think I've only got 2 really because I quite like it. I like the relentless sugar-free.
You know, proper old school.
Mate.
You know what?
The raspberry one. The raspberry one is
Chat
OG.
shit, yeah, I've had that one. I was gonna say I've
It's
never
OG.
had one before, but I've had that one.
I like Rain. Again, decent. Other than the orange one. The orange one's fucking horrible.
I only like the muzzleberry and the apple.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, this is why I like Monsters and Reigns, purely because
They have benefits and they're built.
there's stuff in them. Like Red Bull's just, to me, sugar and caffeine in a can. So is C4. Monster's got all your vitamin B, 6s and 12s. It's got your taurine to help your brain focus. Your niacin, which again, brain, digestion. What's the other fucker? Neuro. Brain.
Yeah. Okay.
What is it? You fucking neuro something health. Why can't I think?
No idea.
Oh, we sound like absolute fools. Absolute.
I've got no idea what you're on about.
But there's more. Yeah. So
They're built for. Essentially, they're built for sort of the gym. People will say, yeah, but they've got aspartame in. Yeah. By the way, that's absolute shit. Like,
bollocks, mate. Bollocks.
it is not going to kill you.
No.
Not unless you have a absolute shed load of it.
Like 30 cans a day or something.
Yeah, which again you're not gonna do because the caffeine is gonna kill you before the taurine.
But like,
the fucking aspartame.
It's in Diet Cokes and stuff, and they all say, "Oh, it'll kill you." But the same people who say that, and here we are the fat fuckers who drink the full fat ones and the sugar. So basically, the alcohol's gonna. And they normally drink. The alcohol's gonna kill you first. The lack of sleep's gonna kill you first. The sugar's gonna eat you first, probably. And lack of training and lack of health is gonna kill you first. So aspartame is the least of your worries.
Exactly, and the thing is, it's all part of a balanced diet. Realistically, are you gonna have 12 monsters a day? No, you're not.
I wish.
You're gonna have maybe a monster a day and a coffee, maybe a couple of coffees.
I'm not a coffee guy, but yeah, go on.
I will have typically a monster and a coffee.
Typically, like 400. They say 400 milligrams like the cap in it for the healthy.
Yeah, that's. Bear in mind, I think in a thing of monsters it's like 160 milligrams in it.
Yeah, so full fat monsters are actually 200 milligrams, something like that. The
Yeah.
ultras are a bit less, which is better because then you don't get as much of a crash.
Yeah. So for me to have a monster and a coffee, it's realistically I'm nowhere near the 400 milligrams.
No. I used to. You know what? I unintentionally did 400 milligrams once, and it fucked me.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Because you do get that crash.
You get a crash. You know what happened to me? You ever heard of a silent migraine?
Yeah.
I had one of them. Honestly, I thought I was having a stroke. My whole right side of my body went pins and needles. My peripheral vision went. I went, oh my fucking god.
Not what you want.
It's not what I want.
It's not what you want at
No
all.
headache or anything, but whole side of my body shut down because I was too tired and my caffeine levels were.
In terms of when you want to have a monster, if you're going to probably 2 p.m, 3 p.m, pushing it. Other than that, you don't want to be touching caffeine because again, it's going to play a role in your sleep. You are going to struggle because it is going to still be in your system. Typically, the half-life of caffeine is about 5 hours. Around
Give or
there.
take, it's like 4 to 8.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So, if you're trying to get to sleep, you don't really want caffeine in your system because the whole point of caffeine is to give you energy and to keep you awake.
It's the only thing in a pre-workout that's not a natural.
Yeah.
Everything else is just a natural substance. That your body creates anyway. The caffeine is a man-made thing.
Which
Miracle drug, not natural.
it plays a part. That's the big thing. It plays a part in getting through day-to-day life. If you need a coffee, if you need, but then I know people that are having 12 coffees a day and they're wondering why they've got headaches and they're struggling to focus because too much of it is not going to be great.
That's where we talk about like the non-stim pre-workouts.
So, going on to this topic.
Which is more of a me topic purely because the times I can train I will be late at night. So to sum it up, the non-stim pre-workouts are just no caffeine. You still have a bit of beta-alanine and some, like the ABE pumps or Black Everything pumps.
For anyone that doesn't know what beta-alanine is, if you have a pre-workout, and you want to scratch your face off, that is the reason why.
Its main job, I mean, it's a side effect really. Obviously no one's just put it in there, fuck it, or make a Mitch like fuck.
Yeah.
It's basically the endurance. To dumb it down, it turns off, you don't turn off the pain threshold, but you can go for longer.
Yeah.
But the side effect is your scent or receptors to anything sensory overloaded.
Yeah.
So especially if you're dehydrated, it's
Yeah,
gonna be a rough one.
it's
It's a rough
painful.
one.
I remember training at 11 o'clock at night and taking pre-workout, and it was the worst thing I ever did in my life.
Worst I did. And you were awake at 4 a.m. like that.
Yeah, because I got in from the gym about midnight, maybe.
I'm guessing you
half
trained
12.
at Pure Gym or something.
Yeah. But this was back in my rookie era where I was training at like midnight, no eating absolute shit, and I was in a stringer vest, 50 kg wet through. It was just not a good era for me. Took it, wanted to scratch my face off, and didn't sleep that night because I took pre-workout at like midnight. Not a great idea.
Yeah, so the pump formulas or the non-stims will have your beta-alanine in. They probably will have some creatine. Not all of them are creatine.
Yeah, so if you are taking creatine along the side, you want to be careful of that because too much creatine has bad side
your
effects.
stomach will know about it, put it that
Yeah.
way. You'll end up shitting. So yeah, with the creatine, I think everyone should take the creatine. Really, there's been studies that show it helps you neurologically, but the main thing really is to bring water into the muscles.
Yeah, it helps you. It helps you with sort of a little bit more endurance. Yeah. It increases a little bit
It's
of
all
ATP.
rounder, really, absolute all rounder. In there again, you'll have your taurine, your B12s, your B6s, natural energy. Right, so basically, if you want to go to sleep afterwards, granted, with the beta-alanine and stuff like that, that can also keep you awake. Not as much as the caffeine, but
it's just an uncomfortable feeling more than anything, isn't it?
So this is where then you start taking your ashwagandha and your magnesium glycinate just to calm it down and for you to actually go to sleep. Ashwagandha, especially, do not take ashwagandha after a caffeine supplement because ashwagandha can actually prolong
caffeine,
which is a fucking nightmare.
Which is not what you want.
It's a fucking nightmare. It's like a Jaeger bomb, really, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You got your caffeine, you got your ashwagandha.
Yeah, don't mix.
It don't mix, and you end up going for longer.
Which is impressive, actually.
Yeah, I haven't been there, done that, tried that.
Right, to finish off, we're going to take some Instagram questions that we put up within the poll.
Yeah.
One of them we've actually spoke about in depth, which was...
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
Yeah, which was sort of the Whoop and is it worth it and is it not? So, in terms of that, perfect.
Go on, what you got?
So, the questions I've got are: who's stronger? Me, obviously. He weighs a lot.
I weigh about 10 kilo more than you.
So naturally, he's going to be able to push more.
At the minute, I am stronger.
Yeah, he is stronger. Again,
what do you weigh in at the minute?
78 point something at the moment.
Photo shoot coming up, by the way. Which
August.
is actually, we've got it now. August,
yeah.
1st, 2nd, 3rd, one of them.
4th or 5th in it.
Fucking hell. Anywhere in that week. But anyway, yeah, so obviously I'm going to be cutting down to about maybe 75.
I'm going to push it. At the moment, I'm still pretty lean, so I can probably get away with a couple.
You could get away with 75.
To be fair, I
Maybe
don't really hold body fat that much. I can get away. I've still got visible abs. Not perfect, but still.
So I'd be interested to see what I can lift at 75. But yeah, at the minute, me. Which isn't there.
No, naturally. Dwayne, you're an arsehole.
Shout out Dwayne. No, Dwayne.
But basically, what I had was muscle soak and muscle. What's it called? Basically, bath salts as a recovery bath, especially because I've not been very well this week. Just helps sort of feel better. Go on.
Our men's physique competitors, just undercover bikini athletes.
I rate it. If I was ever to compete,
This guy, by the way, wants to compete in classic. The guy who's put this wants to compete in classic.
for me, wouldn't be doing that. What
classic?
Classic is the ones with the string.
Seaman.
Yeah, not for me.
Seaman, look at the state on him though. Look at
Yeah,
the state on him.
yeah, but he's got. I mean, he works fucking.
If it were me, I'd be physique competitor. But that's not even the question over. Our physique competitors undercover bikini athletes. So what he's implying is, have you seen the state of the bikini athletes nowadays?
Yes, I have. I've seen.
So what he's saying is the men's physique category is like the bitch category.
I get that.
Which is amazing because have you seen the state of Ryan Terry? Ryan Terry could walk into a classic, not nowadays, but if you went back in time and say walked into a classic category, he'd win it.
Yeah. Which, I mean...
Ryan Terry and Stephen Cook ruined that category for me.
This is pretty much your forte because for me, bodybuilding, I don't really keep in touch with sort of competitors. I don't watch any of the shows and stuff like that.
I don't watch movies. I just look at it. Right, yeah, you look alright.
Again, I don't really follow Flippy. I don't really follow many on sort of Instagram. Like for me, I'm very out of touch with the bodybuilding community because for me, whereas obviously I'm trying to build muscle, but it's not in a bodybuilding kind of way. It's more of a take your Cristiano Ronaldos, take your American footballers, which although they are
American footballers are huge, mate.
They are shredded.
Tom Brady's a fucking unit.
Not what I was going for. Okay. Tom Brady Tom Brady, yeah, but you look at sort of the wide receivers and they're built.
I don't know what that means.
They're built, but they're like they can still get off the line of scrimmage at like run 4-4s for 40 yards and do it all game sort of thing. So that's more my sort of forte. Whereas bodybuilding, probably a bit more yours.
I don't know because like I bought him up early now. You know, like Lesnar.
Yeah.
He used to play in the NFL, didn't he? Or he at least.
I think he had.
He tried to, but he had a motorcycle accident, didn't he?
I think he did. Again, The Rock went on playing American football.
But they're big lads.
The thing is, they are more powerlifters more than anything. You see American footballers front squatting like 500 kg and stuff like that. It's fucking incredible.
The one thing that impressed me about
500 pounds. Sorry.
About Lesnar was he when he went to try out for the Minnesota Vikings. Fuck, I'm banging names out now.
Yeah.
I'm not an American football fan. I'm a Lesnar fan. Fanboy, whatever. I am, mate, look at the data, look what he's done. Look what he's done though. And granted, he's been in WWE, whatever. But UFC heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
And then when he tried out for the NFL, I would say the Vikings, apparently he had a motorcycle accident where he had to have his jaw wired. I think he broke his pelvis and tore his groin. He was like I think he was black and blue from the belly button down. He turned up to the training session,
which is impressive,
and did his the combat scores. Combat scores? Where you do the dash, there's a load of different things you have to do.
Oh, combine scores.
Combat scores. Apparently did them in Olympic times.
Impressive.
Fucking unit. Off is not on gear.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If you look at him weighing in like in the early UFC days compared to when he fought Mark Hunt.
Yeah, be careful what you
Mark
say.
Hunt. UFC 200, mate, he looks nothing. Same with Alistair Overeem.
Yeah.
What's the question again?
Yeah, he was going off into the bodybuilding realms. So
going off to the bodybuilding realms.
Any more?
Have you not got any more?
No, I've just got them.
Go on, let's have a look. Would you rather have 4 legs and no arms, or
would I rather have 4 legs and no arms, or
4 arms and no legs? 4 arms and no legs.
Yeah,
there's a lot more. You can still live a normal life.
The thing is, you can walk on your arms. You can't walk, like you can't do anything with your legs. Well, to be fair, you can do stuff with your legs. I've seen people.
You can.
People cooking with legs.
Let's do day-to-day life. Are you driving to the gym?
Yeah.
Because there's people in wheelchairs now who can drive a car because it's all on the steering wheel.
Oh yeah, I agree.
If you've got 4 arms, fucking hell.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm going 4 arms.
I'm going 4 arms. Imagine training for. Oh, you squat though.
Being over a press.
Imagine you squat with 4 legs.
It's a reverse overhead press.
Yeah, no.
Well, if you've got you've got arms for legs.
What? No, that's not the question. Would you rather have 4 arms or no legs, or 4 legs and no arms?
Oh, I thought you were just replacing your legs with arms.
No.
I mean, yeah, your overhead press would be absolutely incredible.
It'll be shit if you got no arms.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, but your squat would be unreal.
Impressive. You put the safety bar on.
Oh yeah, you'd be unreal. It may be unreal. Impressive.
Anyway, chat through it for a bit. We'll cut this bit out because I've got a question. I've got to know what he means. I'm going to research it. Mike Mensah. Who the fuck is that?
I've got no idea.
Thoughts on the Mike Mensah split? Right, let me do some research. You chat some shit. What?
I couldn't tell you who Mike Mentor is, so I've got no idea.
Let's talk about American football or something. You can do that one.
As you can see, one also.
Go on.
Yeah, I've not really got anything to say. But
Oh, the fucking mate! Don't come on. You chat the most
Come on.
shit.
come on, tell me.
Mike Mentor split. I don't know what he means. I've never heard of this fucker.
I've never heard of a
Mike used a few different training splits throughout his career. His bulk heavy duty outlined his program following a push pull legs routine, which is fine.
Oh, so
With this split, he trained chest, shoulders, and triceps together on day
is it
one.
basically a bro split?
It's push pull legs. That's all it is. Push pull legs is a fucking godsend.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna say
It's a godsend. Bro split's wank. Do not confuse push pull legs.
no.
Here's the thing with push pull legs. If you have the ability to do push pull legs, which properly you do 6 days a week,
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Then-
Repeat twice.
and you can do it, don't go straight. If you are a newbie,
Don't go.
do not
push-pull
walk
legs.
into a gym and do push pull legs. I would do 3 full bodies, or upper, lower, and full body,
Which is what I'm on at the moment.
and then you would work up to a upper, lower, and then by that point, really, you're 2 years in. You can
Again,
do what the fuck you like. Just work it around your life.
again, there is no. Although you hit a muscle more times and you can get sort of more overload, realistically, unless you've got that time, which a lot of people, if they're working, they fucking haven't, and they want to go out another weekend. So you can get a session, 3 sessions in a week, and still be able to progress. It makes no fucking difference.
You push pull. I mean, different training splits get put in the spotlight in every fucking few years. Don't they?
Oh, of course. I mean, you
Push pull legs go out the window soon. They'll go back to upper, lower, or whatever the fuck.
again, it makes no difference. You can hit every body part twice a week through whatever way possible.
Yep.
And so you're pretty much on it, to be honest. Make sure you eat protein. Make sure you.
And make sure they're structured right.
Yeah, you don't want to sort of bias something.
That's all we could
massively.
blabber on about now, you know. How would you structure a leg day?
Funnily enough, my leg day starts with abs.
How would you structure the leg exercises? That's not one. That's my leg day. My leg day starts with abs. Well, no, it don't.
You're
I know the session starts with abs, but when you start actually...
So originally when I started, it was always squats and stuff first.
Yeah.
Now, not so much.
Alright.
I've started. Last split I was on, I did leg curls first to get my hamstrings fired up, and my squats were a lot better. Rather than going straight in and squatting straight away, have a little bit of sort of a what's it called? Activation exercise.
Yeah.
Where an isolation exercise and then go into your compounds. Whereas before I was going compounds and then isolations.
Yeah.
And now my squats are last, and to be fair, pretty fucking. I like it, even though it's sort of the high squat, makes no difference. Still a squat. Don't care. Bosh. A bosh.
It depends how many leg days you do though, innit?
Oh yeah, of course.
Because if you do 2, then ideally you want a knee focus. I say knee focus. Like a push.
Yeah, and
And then the other one's going to be a hip hinge.
oh yeah.
So where you do your RDLs and your thrusts, fucking
Yeah,
up and then your push ones, obviously, that's the death one. We got squats, leg press, Bulgarians, etc.
Yes.
But how I'd structure it, I would isolate before you fucking annihilate. I've heard that one plenty of times. So you start off with calves, bang out a few muscle rounds, purely because
It's fun.
it's fun, but your calves are probably the highest endurance muscle in your
To be
body.
fair, it's probably the only muscle that you can train pretty much every single day. And,
It's-
the more you train, it's the only real muscle that you can train and keep training, and then it will grow.
Like, as long as you get the sets in, the recovery is fine. Say 12 to 20 sets in a week. But it's say you walk around on your calves all day.
Yeah.
So you can happily walk into the gym, do a couple of muscle rounds, cluster sets, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Yeah.
Do
Essentially.
2 of them, and then I go on my adductors again, muscle rounds, leg extensions, lying, leg curls, whatever the fuck, and then you squat like fuck.
Which you are very, very right.
That's what I do. Oh, question. I can't get it up. Why can't... Oh shit.
It's not the first time you said that.
Oh shit. We've already answered that. It's a question about pre-workout. Never mind.
Right. Are we wrapping?
We're wrapping.
Thank you for listening to us talk absolute bollocks.
The gym group Nottinghamshire. You know the post I put on my story?
Yeah.
About... you can't see it. I'm saying it, I don't give a fuck. I'll get cancelled, you won't. On my Instagram story, which is, by the way, at hscody.fitness, shout out, put on the story. Out of shot, Matt's door's been against the wall, unfitted to the hinges for the past month and a half.
Yes, we've been decorating.
When I first came round here to do this podcast, you said, yeah, I should have put that up the other day. I'm going to do it the weekend, or whatever the fuck. Still there. Anyway, put a photo up of it on the story. I said, which will happen first? The truth behind 9/11 coming out, or Matt fits his door. It's been over a month. You're currently at 50%, mate.
Oh, sound. And what was the other one you wanted to put up? What's more thingy?
What, instead of 9/11?
Oh yeah, no. Sorry.
Instead of 9/11. What was the other option? The other option I was going to put up?
Yeah.
The truth behind Jeffrey Epstein's death.
Yeah.
Basically, a gym has voted for 9/11. You have obviously voted for putting your door there first. You've got a few sensible people who've decided to put fit in the door first. But the fact that an actual gym has voted for the 9/11 one is great.
Impressive.
But yeah, that's
That's us done for
that's
today.
us Chat Shit Get Fit episode 3, which was titled whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Woot worth it?
Is Woot worth it?